Apple trees want to make apples. That's their job in the world.
Horticulturist Jude Schuenmeyer has a passion for apple trees.
And I'll graft this onto a rootstock, and that's how trees were made.
And these aren't your garden variety apple trees.
This was planted 1890.
125 years is pretty old for an apple tree.
So it actually had a good crop on it last year. There's no reason why old trees can't produce really well.
Many of those old trees produce varieties of apples long thought to be extinct.
We see on some of the county fair records upwards of 55 varieties of apples from multiple places in Montezuma County. This is what's really different about Montezuma County, is that in other places the old trees were ripped out 115 years now, almost after they were first planted. They're still here, and with this we have this great genetic bank of unusual varieties.
Schuenmeyer's quest to find those unusual varieties brought him here to the Gold Medal Orchard.
This old tree is like me. We've been here for a long time.
Vivian Kenyon grew up in the orchard.
The orchard originally was planted by Jimmy Giles.
Giles was a Montezuma County commissioner. Giles sold the orchard to the Reverend Howard Antes. He put Montezuma County produce on the world stage when in 1904 he took his fruit to the St. Louis Exposition, where it won the coveted gold medal.
So that was why they called it the Gold Medal Orchard.
Vivian's dad, William Wenzel, bought the place in the 1920s.
From the time I was a little tiny girl, he would take me in his old truck and we'd go to Mancus or Dolores.
In the truck, the fruits of his labor.
Apples, peaches and plums and apricots. He was a very savvy farmer, and he took good care of his land, and he raised beautiful crops.
It's pretty much a one-man operation. He hired once in a while, he'd hire somebody, but very often they didn't live up to his expectations.
Philip Kenyon lived down the road. He knew the fruit of the gold medal was good. Peaches were his preference.
My mother-in-law said it was to come and get a peach, referring to my wife. After I got my peach, why, the apples were good.
The family worked the orchard up until 1970. After that, the unique varieties of apples that made the gold medal famous faded into the landscape.
Probably cut this off, and this will be our limb someday.
That is, until someone with an eye for history and a tongue for unique taste discovered the treasures hidden in the trees.
We don't have to know what all of these are to know that they're old and they're part of the genetic bank that we can bring back.
The timing is right.
At the increase in demand for both local food and for food that has greater flavor and greater eating possibilities, these old varieties are relevant again.
Schuenmeyer's greenhouse is full of seedlings, ready to reintroduce long-lost varieties of fruits back to Montezuma County.
There's at least 4 trees in here.
You know, the more that he gets to grow, the faster this process will take.
County officials see potential in locally grown produce.
I think it's very unique to be able to say that we have an apple that originated right here, and they're bringing it back to life.
The long-term plan is to replant the gold medal orchard with rows of historic varieties of gold medal-winning apples.
100 years from now, people will have a tree like this that they can go eat an apple off of.
And that suits Philip and Vivian just fine.
I would love to see an orchard here. Apples would be wonderful, but you know, I am partial to peaches, I have to tell you.